Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a special episode of Documentary Club because we're not talking about a documentary today. And so that's the Big Lebowski. The Big Lebowski is near and dear to my heart. Was released in 1998 by the Coen brothers, starring Jeff Bridges and John Goodman and Steve Buscemi as well, as many others. And it's just really one of my favorite movies. Maybe that says a lot about me. I don't know. Caddyshack is probably one of my other favorite movies. Maybe that says a lot about me. But I just felt like we landed on talking about the Big Lebowski because it came up in conversation, and Jack had never seen this before, so that was really the impetus for this episode. So, with that said, like to introduce Jack and everybody else today. Why don't we start with Jack? Jack, more or less, we were like so intrigued that you had never seen this before that we said, you know what? Why don't you watch it and we'll do a show on it for a special like holiday episode. So, Jack, first take, welcome, and first opening comments on the Big Lebowski. What'd you think?
If you want a tow, I can get you a tow. You want a tow? I can get you a tow by 3 o'clock with nail polish. Dude, such an awesome movie. I loved it. I just absolutely loved it.
I'm so glad that you loved it because I find it near and dear to my heart. And I was like, there could be a chance that it just doesn't resonate with you. Like, I was like,
Oh my
it,
God,
it just
yes.
happens. And then I was like, how could it? You got John Goodman,
Jeff
Bridges.
Bridges. Yep.
I mean, everybody in, Tara Reid. You got it's just so many, like, Buscemi is just great in it. Everything is just awesome. But I'm really glad you enjoyed it. I can't wait to hear more feedback. But we also have with us today Susan. Susan, how are you?
Well, I'm okay.
All
I've
right.
seen the movie once, years ago. So
Well, it's actually kind of nice to have you fresh then to see these clips. And we have Stacy and Katie did it. They are back to do more.
Oh, that's hysterical. Hey now.
What's going on?
Cumulatively, how many times have you guys seen The Big Lebowski?
Oh my God.
At least once a year since it's come out, probably. So a couple
At
dozen
least
times.
once.
I mean,
Couple dozen times, at least once a year. I don't know if there's another movie that has more quotes. I think one of you guys said that earlier to me, Stacy. I think was it you that said that? Maybe it wasn't.
at one time, it was the movie that had the most uses of the F word and different connotations.
Fucking
Yeah,
I think a lot of people quote this movie. Stacy and I quote this movie almost on a daily basis, probably. It's so interesting how many other people throw Big Lebowski lines at you. So it's nice to have Jack in the Big Lebowski club now.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Well, could you watch this again, in a yearly basis?
Yeah, absolutely.
How did it get past you then, Jack? How do you think a movie like this could even slip past?
Yeah, I was extremely busy. I didn't watch a lot of anything because I worked
Yeah.
so much.
Well, I'm glad you got to see it. Do you want to pick the first clip today?
Well, we got to do the intro.
And the use of Bob Dylan and the folksy, and I really love the dream sequences. I think they grow on you. It's playful, it's fun. I think it's a Coen Brothers masterpiece.
Way out west, there was this fella I want to tell you about. A fella by the name of Jeff Lebowski. This Lebowski, he called himself the Dude. They call Los Angeles the City of Angels. I didn't find it to be that exactly. I guess I've seen something every bit as stupefying as you'd see in any of those other places. But sometimes there's a man, and I'm talking about the Dude here. He's the man for his time and place. Quite possibly the laziest in Los Angeles County, which would place him high in the running for laziest worldwide. Ah, hell. I done introduced him enough.
With them all for collective action. This will not stand.
Oh my God. His check for 69 cents.
Yeah.
69.
And you know, one of the things that is really woven through and well done is the backstory of Saddam Hussein and the war in Iraq. And it comes up in the dream sequences, the lines, the things that George Bush says, they regurgitate those lines, right? This aggression will not stand, man. And so I just love it. I think it's really a great little addition in how in filmmaking is to have that like background narrative going on, and it comes up in Lebowski's dreams. And so I just think that it's such a well crafted movie as well. It's not just funny because the lines are so funny and the dialogue is good, but like I think overall everything, the cinematography, the story, it's whimsical, it's fun, and you put that and you blend that formula together and you get some really crafty filmmaking.
Well, and you have great actors along with that ride.
I just love how he's moving and he's just so happy and he's just so dude, right? Like that little dance on his little dance he did coming through the door is just priceless. Like,
and he's so lazy. He's so lazy. He won't even get dressed. He's got his house coat on.
Yeah, exactly. He's got his robe on in the grocery store,
Yep.
drinking the milk before he's paid for it. Like that is just
half and half.
Half and half, yeah. Well, because he's got to get it for his Caucasian.
White Russian.
Yeah.
The Caucasian, yeah.
The duder.
I really like how the juxtaposition of when once he opens this door, that's when the Big Lebowski starts, right?
Yes.
He's just minding his own goddamn business, right? And he went out. Obviously, he wasn't gone long. He just went out to the grocery store, and then when he comes home, his whole world changes.
Where's the money, Lebowski? Bunny says you're good for it. Where's the money, Lebowski? Here's the fucking money, shithead!
It's down there somewhere. Let me take another look. Oh, no, don't do that.
Oh, there it is.
Not on the rug, man.
Isn't this guy supposed to be a millionaire? He looks like a fucking loser.
Hey, at least I'm housebroken.
At least I'm housebroken. Oh.
Looks like a fucking loser. Like that kills me every time. I feel for the dude. He was just minding his own business, man. And this guy peed on his rug.
Yeah, man, it really tied the room together.
Were you listening to the dude's story, Donnie?
Walter.
Were you listening to the dude's story? You're like a child who wanders into the middle of a movie.
Can we agree that Walter's is such a jerk to Donnie all the time?
All the time.
While there was this online speculation that Donnie wasn't actually real, or that he was one of Walter's imaginary friends from Nam. Did you guys ever hear this one?
I have not.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, anyway, it's like a deep philosophical theory. Obviously, the Coen brothers never said that was true, but
This is based on a true story, right?
The dude's character is loosely based off of someone the Coen brothers knew.
yeah, loosely based on the guy. Yeah, but I don't know if the kidnapping part is real. Yeah, but it just so happens that the dude is actually based on one of the the Seattle 7 or whatever.
In the movie, he says he's with the Seattle 7 when he's in bed with Maude.
What's the point, man?
Yeah, Walter, what's your point?
Huh? No, what the fuck are you? I'm not.
So what the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about? The Chinaman is not the issue here, dude. Also, dude, Chinaman is not the preferred nomenclature. Asian American, please.
Walter, he peed on the dude's rug.
Donnie, you're out of your element, dude. The Chinaman is not the issue here. So who? Jeff Lebowski, the other Jeffrey Lebowski, the millionaire.
That's fucking interesting, man. That's fucking interesting.
Now this is where it becomes the Lebowski, because Jeff the dude, he also shares that name, like you said, with Lebowski. So now the next scene that we're going to check out at 1320 is he goes to talk to the Mr. Lebowski, right? The millionaire, the tycoon.
Are you employed, sir?
Employed?
You don't go out looking for a job dressed like that, do you? On a weekday? So if you don't mind.
The dude minds. This will not stand, you know? This aggression will not stand, man.
Just as the rug is your problem. Just as every bum's lot in life is his own responsibility, regardless of who he chooses to blame.
Do we know how the dude makes any money? Except for being a roadie for Metallica later, we find out. How does he pay his rent? I mean, just from day to day. How does he exist?
Right. I agree. That's a great question, because by the end of the movie, or actually not even to the end of the movie, I'm like, how does this guy live? Where does he get any money at all?
Did they win any money off of these tournaments? I don't know.
We don't know.
That is a really good question. I mean, it could have been some of the motive behind entering. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be left. It's like Kramer, from Seinfeld. What does Kramer do? Everything and nothing.
Yeah, I think a lot of these characters, if you want to get into it, I think the Coen brothers left a lot of personal information out on purpose, just to keep us confused and or guessing.
Yeah, and you can fill in the blanks, right? That's kind of fun.
Yeah, we're not told how the three main male characters who bowl together. We don't know how or why they're friends.
Right, we don't. I just speculate that Walter and the dude both knew Donnie, and that's why they started a team. But I don't really know that.
Yeah, we don't know if the dude deals weed either. Maybe that's how he makes his money.
I think it's probably a little bit of everything. He's probably made money earlier in life and just sitting on, and barely spending, right? Like that's why he's so frugal, because he's got money, but he doesn't want to spend it because then it'd be, you know what I mean? But then the rent, he's late on the rent. And if he had the money, he would pay the rent on time. So he's obviously struggling. He's not really worried, but he's also doesn't seem worried about it. Like
At
that's,
all.
I think, yeah.
It's because he's
like,
the dude.
He's the dude, and he's just like,
Oh, fuck it.
Oh, fuck it. Yes, that's your answer. That's your answer to everything. Tattoo it on your forehead. The bum's lost.
Okay. The old man told me to take any rug in the house.
Well, enjoy. And perhaps we'll see you again sometime, dude.
I'm in the neighborhood,
And Bunny.
and then Bunny.
And abuser John.
This is my favorite scene of the whole movie.
I bet.
Blow on them.
You're not blowing.
You're not blowing.
Filmmaking, foreshadowing, all 10 toes are there.
Green nail polish.
Blow that far. Really doesn't care about anything. He's a nihilist.
Oh, that must be exhausting.
You're not blowing.
That's big exhausting.
To be getting along, Mrs. Lebowski.
I'll suck your cock for $1,000.
His reaction is fucking
Fond
priceless.
of her, very free spirited.
Brian can't watch though. Or he has to pay $100.
That's the best. That's the best line in the whole movie.
It literally goes from
Cash machine.
And it also clearly shows that she wants money. She wants to make money. She needs money. And that's also some narrative foreshadowing there. So great scene. I mean, really fantastic through and through. And I just love how I think, Mr. Lebowski says, you have to solve your problems. You can't let anyone, you have to come up with your own solutions, he kind of says. And that's why I think it's so funny, where then the dude's like, well, okay, Yeah, dude told me to take it, or he told me to take any rug in the house, right? Like that's how you told me to take it into my own hands and solve my own problems, so I did. I think we can't get around this first bowling scene, right? Like we have to play this 1730. You're over the line because it
definitely
really is. It's probably the most rewatched scene of the whole movie. I wouldn't doubt it. Goodman really takes it to the next level in this performance, in my opinion. He's a fantastic actor. I don't think there's anyone who doubts that. But this whole sequence with Jesus and okay. Anybody else have anything to say before we watch this one? You're over the line.
This scene has so many lines that get quoted. And that's probably why it's the most looked up scene.
Even the first one where Donnie's like, he hits a strike and he's like, "Ooh, throwing rocks tonight." Yeah, it's just like, way to go, Donnie! Like, everything. I love it. Yeah, it's just so well. And I think there are some movies that you can be like, oh, everything in that movie's great. Caddyshack is like that for me. There are certain movies. It doesn't happen. It's like a masterpiece. It's like so we talked about art, and there's masterpiece art that you just like, oh, this is just so well done. I feel that way about this one. I think it is a masterpiece.
This and Sling Blade are masterpieces to me.
All right, way to go, Donnie. If you would, it is no dream.
Fucking 20 minutes late, man. What's the carrier? What's in the fucking carrier?
Huh? Oh, Cynthia's dog. I think it's Pomeranian.
You brought a fucking Pomeranian bowling?
You brought it bowling. I didn't rent its shoes. I'm not buying it a fucking beer. He's not taking it turn, dude.
And if my fucking ex-wife asked me to take care of her fucking dog while she and her boyfriend went to Honolulu, I tell her to go fuck herself. Why can't you board it?
First of all, dude, you don't have an ex. Secondly, this is a fucking show dog with fucking papers. You can't board it. It gets upset. Its hair falls out.
Walter.
Fucking dog has fucking papers. Over the line!
Oh, no, dude.
I'm sorry, Smokey. You were over the line. That's a foul.
Bullshit. Market 8, dude.
Excuse me. Market 0, next frame.
Bullshit, Walter. Market 8, dude.
Smokey, this is not Nam. This is bowling. There are rules.
Hey, Walter, come on. Hey, man, it's Smokey. So his toe slipped over a little, you know? It's just a game, man.
Give me the marker, dude. I'm marking an 8.
Smokey, my friend. You're
Oh, Jesus.
Walter.
Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules? Market 0. You think I'm fucking around here? Market 0.
Oh my god.
All right, it's fucking 0. You happy, you crazy fuck?
League game, Smokey.
There are rules.
Hit
This
the
is not
enforcer.
Nam. I'm the only one who gives a shit about the rules.
It shows them in the car. The cops pull up, and they're just sitting there talking. They don't care at all.
Oh, yeah, calmer than you.
Yeah, just sitting there talking, having a big chat. Cops roll up. They're running inside.
Maybe we got to watch that part. Calmer than you, dude. Calmer than you, dude.
You know, dude, I myself dabbled in pacifism at one point. Not in Nam, of course.
You know, he's got emotional problems, man.
I mean, beyond pacifism? It's all water under the bridge. And we do under...
You notice how he just plays it off? It's just water under the bridge.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I pulled a gun on Smokey, but, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not normal, dude. Walter's not normal.
Just
That's
live in the
Walter's
moment. And
normal.
yeah, they live in the moment, and that moment's gone, so it doesn't matter.
Next round robin. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Am I wrong?
Just an
You're not
asshole.
wrong, Walter. You're just an asshole.
For everything, dude.
There go the cops.
Let me point out something.
Yeah.
Pacifism is not... Look at our current situation with that camel fucker in Iraq. I'm perfectly calm, dude.
Yeah, waving the fucking gun around?
Calmer than you are.
You just take it easy.
I mentioned in the beginning of the podcast that they keep bringing up themes and reusing different things, and he mentions the war in Iraq, and I think that's really interesting that even Walter brings it up. He's like, the situation with the camel fucker. The poster of Nixon bowling is just
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Nixon bowling.
Dude, I finally got the venue I wanted.
I'll be there, man.
Uh,
Oh, all right, okay.
just slipped the rent under my door.
That walk away is just terrific.
So now I think that explains how the dude gets by, because he's got a pushover landlord that lets him skate by and well, I'll come watch you and give you notes, and okay, I know you'll pay me when you're ready, kind of thing. So I think that's the other element to the dude, is that he has enablers around him, right?
Yeah.
Just there, the dude seemed slightly embarrassed that he was a day late for the rent, right? Or a week late, or whatever it was.
10 days?
He seemed slightly embarrassed, but he also seemed like that's just a monthly occurrence.
Right. Oh, yeah. All right, man. Yeah, sure.
He's probably embarrassed every month. Oh, yeah, I forgot, you know?
I love the,
Well,
like the
maybe
arm
it's-
thing where he's
Maybe it's just that he's so laid back, he doesn't really pay attention to time. Like, oh, it's the 10th.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I don't do anything except bowl and go give notes on my landlord's dance, whatever he said, cycle.
Yeah, and
whatever
weed.
that is.
Weeds through.
we see it
Weed
later.
is, yeah, weed is throughout this entire thing. Weed.
And smoke joints and drink Caucasians and
sodas.
He just, oh yeah, it's a 10th.
He's taking it easy for the rest of us sinners out there.
Oh, well,
For all of our sinners who sit on the rat wheel every day and go to work and then work hard, and how do they reach out to the dude the first time? Oh, Lebowski's in the wing. How
Oh
do
yeah,
reach out
they
to
bring
him?
him.
Yeah, he's talking to Brant, and then Brant gives him a cell phone and a beeper.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, he gets a phone call here, and that's
Yeah.
what happens. Yeah, okay. So he gets a phone call, and then yeah, that's how it happens.
Terrible news.
Brad.
Lebowski's in seclusion in the West Wing.
He's in seclusion.
Mr. Lebowski.
So ridiculous, dude. I like the dude's how he walks in. He's like, he doesn't care. Like, he's like, oh, he's in seclusion. I don't give a shit. Like,
Funny.
what? Doesn't change my behavior
I can
one
look
bit.
back on a life of achievement, challenges met. What makes a man, Mr. Lebowski?
Dude.
Huh?
Dude.
I don't know, sir.
Bunny Lebowski. She is the light of my life. Are you surprised at my tears, sir?
Go fucking A.
Strong men also cry. Strong men also cry.
Flipped out.
One more non-consecutive bills.
$1 million.
He's smoking a weed as he's reading it.
Yeah.
A weed, smoking a weed.
Smoking a weed.
And then like the best part is where like the dude's reaction is just, oh, bummer, man. Like my wife was kidnapped, and he goes, that's a bummer, dude. It's just not like, it's not like, you know, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's a real bummer. Like, it's just not what you say.
The dude has his head cocked and he's just staring at him like he's trying to figure him out. It's so
Absolutely. He's just what? Well, he's a little high, and he's a little lazy, and he's a little bit probably doesn't give a shit. You know what I mean? I think that's more of it through like the dude's just like worried about his own, you know, life.
But
I
not,
don't
but
think he really.
but not that worried about his own life either.
Yeah. So how can he be worried about someone else's shit?
That's right.
If he's not
That's
even worried
right.
about his, right?
That's
So
right.
that's why he's just like, oh man, bummer, man. Sorry to hear that.
He's probably just trying to reconcile that dude with the dude that he met when he was there the first time, this hard ass. Now it's this crybaby. It's like, are you the same guy, man?
It's a really good point.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's really good, because it does do exactly what you said. It's like completely like this guy's melting on the floor now. Like, and the drama. Mr. Lebowski's in the West Wing in seclusion. You know what I mean? It's just they play it up so much. It's just drama, dude.
Or
Keep smoking it.
He thinks the carpet pizzers did this? Well, dude, we
The rug pissers.
Oh, dude, we just don't know.
Oh
Carpet Pictures did this. Who writes that? You know what I mean? It's just so well. I mean, that's not improv. That's dialogue. You know, written. Like he thinks the Carpet Pictures did this. Like, it's just so well. It's just well constructed, and these two actors are really some of the best. You know, the generation, right? Like it's just so fun.
Absolutely.
And Lebowski, I forget his name, Mr. Lebowski, I forget his name, but he plays such a perfect, you know, like I said, you know, Reagan Republican, right?
Say it again.
David Huddleston.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely.
The Jesus.
You said it, man.
Turturro is perfect in this role.
He's one of my favorite actors, and he's in a lot of Coen Brothers movies.
Yeah,
he's one of my favorites in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
8-year-olds, dude.
Man, and of course, I still get to keep the rug.
Just for making the handoff?
Yeah, they gave dude a beeper. So whenever these guys call.
What if it's during a game?
Oh, I told them if it was during league play.
What's during league play?
Fife does not stop and start at your convenience. You miserable piece of shit.
I figure.
What's wrong with Walter, dude?
I figure you probably kidnapped herself.
Huh?
You know, she owes money all over town.
Fucking.
It's all
bitch.
goddamn fake, man. Look for the person who will benefit, and you know.
I am the walrus.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I am the walrus.
Oh yeah.
I am the walrus.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie. V.I. Lenin. Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Fucking exactly what happened.
Oh,
That
yeah.
makes me fucking sick. Fuck.
Roll.
My point is.
You're
ready to be fucked, man. I see you roll your way into the semis. Let me tell you something, Pandeo.
Really, that's one of maybe the most quoted line. That's just
Yes,
like your
it is.
opinion, man.
Mhm.
It is.
Yeah. I was just thinking, is Donnie not because it's 2-man competition and Donnie's sitting in the other lane. I don't think Donnie, I think it's just the dude and Walter that are in the tournament.
And
Well-
maybe their averages were higher or whatever.
You know, get
So-
back to your unsung theory that Donnie is just a make-believe character.
Yeah.
That whole scene just now, when they're talking about Lennon, I am the walrus and all that, and Goodman turns around and you know, chastises Donnie. Jeff Bridges, the dude, he never acknowledges Donnie in that scene.
I was watching the same thing. That's what I was
At
watching.
all.
And the dude, he kind of says something right to the dude, and dude doesn't change his and just goes into and just keeps talking to Walter like he's not there. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And then the 2-man bowling thing, that's what made me think of it. I was like, wait, there's only 2 men on this team. Where does Donnie fit in on that?
Mm-hmm.
And then and then he's kind of sitting in the other lane, right? Like behind, like he's not really in the conversation. Like maybe he's Walter's, figment of Walter's imagination, his buddy in Nam. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was just a theory.
It's also important to note that Steve Buscemi was killed off in every single Coen Brothers movie he made.
That's a great point.
And the phone. Her life
It's in your hands, dude.
That's heavy.
Yeah, there's Sobchak security. You can see that this is his store, obviously, right next in the strip mall next to the liquor store.
I did notice immediately they didn't open the briefcase. I saw that right away. I'm like, wait, he didn't show him the money. So I let it go. I let it go. You know.
So this scene right here, I think it's underrated because it's a really typical Southern California strip mall, and you have a pawn shop, a liquor store, and then Walter's security.
Yeah, exactly. It's great.
Where the fuck are you going, man?
Take the ringer. I'll drive.
Take the ringer.
Take the
The
ringer.
what?
Have they called yet?
The white.
I'm sure there's a reason you brought your dirty undies, Ed.
The ringer cannot look empty. Thinking, why should we settle for a measly fucking 20
We?
grand?
We? You said you just wanted to come along. That is the driver. I told you. Walter,
what the fuck is going
he
on?
hung up, man. Her life was in our hands, man.
You probably noticed it. He repeated the dialogue. Her life was in our hands, right? I love that. That's it's peppered throughout the whole movie. I'll stop bringing it up, but I just think it just shows how well of a screenplay it is. That there's so much continuity, and I guess I appreciate it from a writing standpoint as well.
Come on, you're being very undue. They'll call back. Look, fucking amateur.
Shut the fuck up. Don't say people. I'm doing business here, man.
This whole scene is just like become like the CCR kicking in the back, right? They're listening to it, and Walter's mind is starting to go back to Vietnam. You know what I mean? I just really love how well this scene kind of plays on that. And as it unfolds, we see what happens to Walter. Did you guys, Jack, did you see this coming where he jumps out of the car?
I did not.
Yes. Hey, it's important to note these little details, like you said, how there's repetition involved throughout the movie. The ransom note said the very last three words were "no funny stuff," and then the kidnappers called, the nihilists called just now, and they say, "I said no funny stuff."
And that repetition just keeps playing over and over. And yeah, I'm glad that you caught that.
There's one thing I learned in Nam.
Dude,
you're coming to Buddha Bridge. What do you say? Where's the handoff?
there is no fucking handoff, man. We throw the money out of the moving car.
Okay, dude, the bridge is coming up. Give me the ringer. Chop, chop. Okay, dude, no time to argue.
Hey, man,
the bridge.
Hey, Walter, hey.
I like how he yells out, "There goes the ringer," as he throws the ringer.
PHR roll out. I double back.
Such a good scene. So funny.
Wrecked the plan, wrecked his car. Doesn't he just say, "Let's go bowling"?
Just jumps out. He's like, "You gotta take the hill. I got the Uzi." What the fuck are you talking about, Walter?
Look at him. He shows up for this thing all dressed for Vietnam. Got his headband on.
No literal connection.
In that frame of mind to do war.
I think it's important to know that the dude's car gets stolen.
Okay, so 40-25?
That's right. They come out of the bowling alley. Dude, where's your car?
So the plan doesn't go off, and then the phone has been ringing kind of the whole time they're in there, and they talk about it, and then they come out and they realize that his car is gone.
Where's your car, dude?
Who's got your undies, Walter? I never heard that before. I never heard Donnie say that.
You fucking know it's been stolen.
Where you going, dude?
Going home, Donnie.
Phone's ringing,
He
dude.
does address him there.
What's in the briefcase? Papers, business papers, important business papers. And he goes, "What do you do?" "Oh, I'm unemployed."
And what do you do, sir?
I'm unemployed.
And the cop smiles as he writes it down.
I was going to say, Jack, it reminds me of when we were talking about the Pollock paintings and how they're just splattering paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what she's kind of doing, her own version of it. Julianne Moore, I mean, how awesome is she in this movie?
Oh, yeah.
Sense, yes. My art has been commended as being strongly vaginal, which is my father told me he agreed to let you have the rod, but as it was a
That's
gift,
another one because
my mother,
later,
it's not his to give.
The bathtub
No.
scene.
yeah, they say they're going to cut off your Johnson.
Exactly. I was going to say that.
Yeah. They use the same terminology again.
I'm sorry if your stepmother is a nympho, but I don't think this has to do with. Do you have any Kahlua?
Take a look at this, sir.
But do you have any Kahlua?
Do you have any Kahlua? Yeah, I got that.
Oh, I know that guy. He's a nihilist.
Log jamming.
Yeah, come on in. I'm not really sure exactly.
Listen to me, I am an expert.
Peter Stormare is so fucking funny, man.
They sent me. I'm an expert.
He's such a
You can see
versatile
where
actor.
and then Maud's like, you can see where it goes here. The plot is, or the story is ludicrous, right? It's just, so good.
Let me guess. He fixes the cable.
Yeah.
This guy right here that plays the limo driver.
Yeah.
He's a stand-up. He was a stand-up comic, and his whole persona on stage was the same persona he has as the limo driver right here.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch that part then, and then after that we'll watch. I Can Get You a Toe.
My daughter's married to a jadrul loser bastard. I got a rash so bad on my ass, I can't even sit down. You know me, I can't complain. Oh, fucking A, man. I got a rash. Forget about it, huh? Forget about it. Home sweet home, Mr. L.
Right here in this next scene, the dude is explained by the Big Lebowski that she's been kidnapped, and now the kidnappers have sent a toe, and they show the toe. And this is Walter, him explaining what happened to the toe to Walter.
I hear the cotton grow.
That wasn't her toe, dude.
Yeah, the nail polish, Walter.
Fine, dude.
Where the fuck are they going
You
to
want
get?
a toe? I can get you a toe. You don't want to know
Walter-
about it, believe me.
Yeah, but Walter.
Hell, I can get you a toe by 3 o'clock this afternoon with nail polish.
Nail polish.
With nail polish by 3. But like the
Yeah,
crazy part is that Walter's exactly right. You're making a joke of it, but Walter's right. She didn't cut off her toe, chopping
But
someone.
the dude is just so stressed out because, he has the whole weight of the world on his shoulders now, and he's not used to that.
Well, and they're gonna kill that poor woman.
Mm-hmm. Her life is in your hands.
Her life is in your hands, dude. Don't say that. And he's like, no, Mr. Lebowski asked that I say that to you. Her life is in your hands, dude. You guys want to do sarsaparilla? That's a pretty good scene.
Well, yeah. I mean, the reason I included that is because he's the narrator and he makes a few, but only a few drop-in appearances in the entire movie.
You got a good sarsaparilla. How you doing there, dude? Sometimes you eat the bar, and sometimes the bar while he eats you.
That's some kind of Eastern thing.
Just think, how many times do I say that? Is that some kind of Eastern thing?
It is Sam Elliott. I was wrong.
Yeah, Sam Elliott, right?
Yeah.
Far from it. I like your style, dude.
I dig your style too, man. Got a whole cowboy thing going.
Have to use so many cuss words.
What are you talking about?
Okay, dude. Have it your way.
It is a really strange scene to have the narrator just show up as a random character.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, you cuss a lot.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. And that's why I think the brilliance in the movie. You're just kind of left going, what the fuck was that? Like, huh? So the dude finds a note in his car, and that leads to going to Larry. So they find this kid's note, and they track the note, and it says someone's homework, and they track it to Larry's house. Larry's a kid, and they show up at Larry's house, and they want to know, does Larry know anything about the money? And also with Larry's dad is
Arthur Digby Sellers.
Arthur Digby Sellers, who wrote a bulk of the series of
Branded,
because they believe that Larry stole the car. They found his homework, so maybe he knows where the money is.
That kid's already spent all the money, man.
And a good day to you, sir.
This is dark humor at its finest.
Does he still write?
Oh, no. He has health problems.
Really enormous fans. Brandon.
I still can't get over. Does he still write? I'm sorry, I can't get over. Does he still write?
Dark humor, man.
Oh, it kills me. Oh no, he has health. That fucking iron lung, dude. That's not health problems. Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
Is this your homework, Larry? Is this your homework, Larry?
We know it's his fucking homework. Where's the fucking money, you little brat?
Look, Larry. You're entering the world of pain, son. We know that this is your homework. Killing your father, Larry.
Oh God.
You might want to watch out that front window, Larry. You see what happens, Larry? This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Larry. When you fuck a stranger in the ass. I just bought the fucking gun last week.
Oh, hey, that's not his ass.
Dude's car.
Meanwhile, Donnie was still in the back seat when that occurred.
Right.
Allegedly.
And he told Donnie to stay in the car the whole time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. He did.
It is a weird little. I think that's why that theory kind of emerged, because people maybe picked up on that and they were just like, "Why is
Makes
Donnie?"
total sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it does kind of fit, doesn't it? Yeah. All right. Great scene. Oh man, it's so good. When they air this movie on cable, they have to bleep that line out.
When you find a stranger in the Alps.
There you go. Yeah, when you find a stranger in the
Which
Alps,
which really makes no sense.
It makes no sense, right? This is what happens, Larry, when you find a stranger in the Alps.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because they don't know. Like, what else are you gonna say? Unless you have to cut that whole scene out, right?
Which in turn, that's so
Go ahead, Dave.
ludicrous that it even makes the actual phrase even funnier. The actual scene.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This is what happens, Larry, when you take a stranger to the Alps. It's like, what?
Yeah, but for Walter's character, you can't really cut that scene. You can't.
No, it's really his biggest blow up. It's just really where he unloads a lot of his demons, right?
Well,
maybe
and the gun scene at the bowling alley, bowling alley.
Oh
but
yeah, how can
absolutely.
I forget that?
Well, I mean,
Okay.
it ties right in with it as who he is. He just blows
Right.
up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and with the drop off, he blew up at the drop off. So this is the third time that he's had a total spaz out, a total freak out.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're such opposites.
They
These
are.
two.
Right.
Yeah.
Walter suffers from PTSD. It's obvious, and he tries to dabble in pacifism. So he's totally black and white with his character traits.
Yes.
Apparently, Bunny was sleeping with Jackie Treehorn at one point.
Yeah, he's the
One
mogul and
producer.
she's the star. Yeah.
Right.
Hello, dude. Thanks for coming. I'm Jackie Treehorn. New technology permits us to do very exciting things in interactive erotic software.
I still jerk off
manually.
Of course you do.
He scribbles down a note here.
Fastest I've seen it. Fastest he moves in the entire movie.
That's the note he took.
Oh my god.
No problemo, man. Your money is being held by a kid named Larry Sellers. $5,000. I'll go out and mingle.
He still keeps the drink up though. Even he's
He knew
totally.
but he knew then that something was wrong.
Oh, why? Delfino, the private investigator, who puts up his dukes in the blue Volkswagen guy. So he goes on to explain that Bonnie Lebowski's real name is Fawn Knudsen.
Right.
And he holds a black and white photo up, and he said her family in Minnesota is missing her. The photo he holds up is Fargo.
Oh, I saw the photo.
Didn't know that.
I didn't make that connection.
Why are you? Why you following me around? Come on, fuckhead.
Relax, man. I'm a brother Seamus.
Man, just stay away from my fucking lady friend. Who are you working for? Lebowski? Jackie Treehorn?
The Knutsons.
Who the fuck are the Knutsons?
It's a wandering daughter job. Her real name is Fawn Knutson.
Fucking Christ.
Crazy, huh?
So that's a picture from Fargo?
No.
Not that
It's
one.
coming up.
No.
That.
Oh.
Yep.
Interesting. Very cool.
It's the family farm. It's outside Moorhead, Minnesota.
Here we go.
It looks like a Tarantino movie. And there's Flea. Is that Flea? Yeah, that's Flea.
And that's Amy Mann from Till Tuesday.
This is what's important here.
It's Mr. Toe.
Yep.
He doesn't fucking want her back, man. It's all a show. The briefcase was fucking empty, man. You threw out a ringer for a ringer.
Here we are. It's Shabbos, which I'm allowed to break only if it's a matter of life or death.
You come off it, Walter. You're not even fucking Jewish, man.
What the fuck are you talking
Man,
about?
you're fucking Polish Catholic.
What the fuck are you talking about? I converted when I married Cynthia. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
You know she's fucking Tavia.
Okay, so they've known each other more than 5 years because he's talking about, like, come on, cut off it, Walter. I've known you long enough. Bullshit. You're born
And the
fucking
dude-
Polish Catholic. Fuck off.
And the dude's met Cynthia before, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Oh, man. No, she's back. No thanks to you.
Where's the fucking money, Lebowski? You human paraquat.
When they were interviewing Lebowski just now, the dude said, "Where's the fucking money, Lebowski?" Which was what the rug pisser said in the very first scene of the movie.
That's right.
Where's the fucking money, Lebowski?
Yep.
Good catch.
Yeah, it's peppered throughout the whole thing.
Yep.
It's
Threading-
so brilliant.
Threading the needle.
Yeah,
And they
I
do it.
agree.
They do it so well.
I think we gotta watch this part with the nihilists in the parking lot, don't we?
This is a very I'm sorry to be so persnickety, but this scene right here where Donnie's bowling, I think he doesn't get a strike. He always gets strikes. He doesn't
Right.
get a strike here, if I'm correct, which
And
is a
then he-
foreshadowing of his death in a minute.
I was
Yeah.
thinking the exact same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't say it, but I'm glad you did.
He even has this look on his face right now.
We got it at the right spot. Like, he did not expect that. I never really noticed that. But yeah, look at his face right now. That is, he can't believe that he didn't get a strike. Yeah. So if that theory holds and that's true that Donnie is a figment of Walter's imagination, then when he dies, does that mean Walter has like somehow healed or something?
I don't know. I was wondering that earlier when we were talking about that.
Okay. Anyway, just an idea. Park
Fighting
cleaners.
Desert is very different from fighting in Canopy Jungle. Me and Charlie. What's
going on about now?
That's fucking combat. Worthy fucking adversary.
What's the dude doing?
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
You painting his nails?
Yeah.
That's what we have here.
What's this day of rest shit? Man full of fucks in the league office, but you don't fool Jesus. I would have fucked you in the ass Saturday. I'll fuck you in the ass next Wednesday instead. Woo! You got a day Wednesday, baby.
Oh my God.
You did this, but in the 14th century, the Rambam, he like.
Oh man, they finally did it.
Kill my fucking car.
Thing is so funny.
Money, Lebowski.
Are these the Nazis, Walter?
No, Donnie, these men are nihilists. There's nothing to be afraid of. Who's the fucking nihilist around here, you bunch of fucking crybabies?
Walter, hey, look.
And I would like my undies back.
Did you guys get rid of this woman?
No, Donnie. Men are cowards. All right,
We fucked you up, man. We chased the money.
come and get it. Show me
Come
what
on,
you
man.
got. Nihilist, sit with a nine-toed woman. Fuck you! Fuck you!
The nine-toed woman. He
He's
pulls a
after
Mike
the
Tyson.
with that bowling ball. He just wrecked that guy.
Oh God.
And he's semi. Walter.
We got a man down, dude. It's a heart attack. Call the medics, dude.
So he acknowledged him there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't be a figment.
He acknowledged him in front of the bowling alley when his car was stolen. Where are you going now, dude? I'm going home, Donnie.
What's this?
That's for the urn.
Don't need it. We're scattering the ashes. Is there a Ralph's around here?
I can see sometimes why it's nice to have Walter around, right?
Yes.
Because Walter is the
The
guy
heavy
who
lifting.
like deals with the bullshit, and he can fly off the handle, and then like the dude kind of gets advantage a little bit that just having him around. You know what I mean? So I could see how his anger really paid off there. They didn't have to pay the money.
Remember, Sam Elliott introduced the dude as possibly the laziest man.
Right.
Yes.
He just takes the easy way out all the time.
Right.
All the time. Yep.
Right. Like he was like, he doesn't want to fight. He's like, just take the $4. Just
Almost
take the $4, man. I don't want to
Almost
fight
$5.
you. Almost $5. And then, this is one of the most important scenes too. It just demonstrates the characters of Walter and the dude here. Just one of my favorite scenes.
He died, as so many young men of his generation before his time. At Quezon, at Londoc, at Hill 364. These young men gave their lives. So did Donnie. In accordance with what we think your dying wishes might well have been, we commit your final mortal remains to the bosom of the Pacific Ocean. Good night, sweet prince.
God.
Just tapping the bottom.
God damn it, Walter. You fucking asshole. What was that shit about Vietnam?
Dude, I'm sorry.
What the fuck does anything have to do with Vietnam?
Dude, I'm
What the
sorry.
fuck are you talking about?
Dude, I'm sorry.
Oh, Walter.
Hey, fuck it, man. Let's go bowling.
Go bowling.
Gary. Well, take care, man. Gotta get back.
Sure. Take it easy, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I know that you will.
Yeah, well, the dude abides.
The dude abides.
The dude abides.
I don't know about you, but I take comfort in that.
And there you have it, The Big Lebowski.
What a great movie.
Right.
I have to admit something kind of goofy, but back when this flick first came out in '98, it was the days of answering machines. So I rented the movie after it came out on
Oh my God.
VHS, and where his answer machine goes off and he says, "The dude is not in." I recorded that part and put it on my answering machine. Over 25 years ago.
That's funny.
That's bizarre. I'm hearing this story for the first time.
I think you probably are, yeah.
So this movie, I had a good friend whose son was just having some problems adjusting to some things, as had lost his dad and who he had not been well connected with, and just generally being a 17-year-old boy with some anger issues about a few things. So his mom was just kind of at her wit's end with him, and she asked me to take him with me and make him do some manual labor. So we're out refinishing the pergola And then I decide we should take a break and watch a movie. And so I put on The Big Lebowski, which in retrospect was probably not appropriate. But this movie bonded us, more than anything else ever could have. It's so funny. So
Wow, that's
interesting.
awesome.
Anyway, he's constantly throwing Big Lebowski references at one of us online. Anyway,
Absolutely. That's cool. Just so much fun. It's just so fun. Like it starts playing and I just start laughing already. Like I know what's coming. It's one of those movies that I've seen it so many times. I think Christmas Vacation is like that for me. Like they don't even need to say anything and I'm already laughing because I know what's gonna happen. And
Home Alone. Home Alone.
Home Alone. Yeah, you just see him and you're like, I just start laughing. I get
Liar,
that with
Liar.
yeah, there's some good movies like that, absolutely.
I mean, I can think of a handful of movies
I
like
do the
that.
same thing with Jaws all the time. It's like, okay,
Mm.
there's Jaws.
But this is a for sure. I could never flip the channel on if The Big Lebowski was on. I'd watch it with commercials.
One of the most quotable, probably the most quotable movie now that I've seen it.
Yeah, I think so too. It's just so good. Yeah.
It
All right.
is.
Well,
It
anybody have any wrap up comments to make about The Big Lebowski? They did say that there's a little Lebowski on the way. So in the movie, Maud's, in the movie world, Maud is pregnant. She's gonna have
foreshadowing.
Yeah, there you go. So
Little Lebowski.
Little Lebowski. That's what came to my mind. Small Lebowski, the undersized Lebowski. The wee Lebowski, that might be good. The wee.
Man, I did. A quick aside. I said the cash machine. That's one of my all-time favorite lines. But the bathtub scene, when the nihilists come in, with the marmot, and he throws the ferret in the bathtub. That's just pure hilarity to me.
It is. It's too bad we didn't get him. We don't get all the scenes.
The dude is screaming like a little girl, man. I mean,
it's so funny. It's so good.
Funny.
All right. Well, appreciate you guys joining me and checking this out. Little rewatch for some of us, I guess, for the first time. Well, I've all seen it at least once, but for Jack, it was the first time that he watched it this week. And thank you guys for coming along and joining us. Thank you, Stacy and Katie, Susan and Jack. I'm Jeff Jones. So thanks for everybody here from Documentary Club. We'll see you guys on the next one.